All right, lads, welcome to another episode of Ben Does FM. Today, we have got the first few league games of the Millwall save on the 2025-26 database. Before we get into that, if you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, and share with someone you know loves Football Manager or loves Millwall. As I've said already in the previous couple of videos, we are going to be doing some other saves. I've already got some saves planned, but at the minute we are going to be doing and concentrating on the Millwall save on the 25-26 database. But please do give the channel a like, share, and subscribe. It will really help grow the channel. As I said, we're starting from zero. We're starting from scratch, so it'd be really, really appreciated. Give it a like, give it a share, and give it a subscribe. As I said, in today's episode, we have got the first few league games. Before we go into that, a little bit of news in terms of the squads. Not ideal when you've only got one right winger in the shape of Amaku. He's out for 3 or 4 weeks. Said in the last episode that we're definitely going to have to look to get someone else to play wide right. Almost certainly, well, we definitely need to get someone else in now as some reinforcements for that right midfield position. And that might force our hand in terms of formation for the first game of the season. Right, so we have got that first game of the campaign against Wrexham away. I was looking in the last episode at potentially changing formation to this 3-5-2, 5-2-3, however it's labelled as in the game. You can see here, these were originally deeper line playmakers or sat in that deeper defensive midfield position. I was tinkering just a second ago. If I do play this, I might play something like that. So it's a little bit more attacking minded, but we'll have a look. I think we're going to stick with the 4-4-2 for this first game against Wrexham and see how we get on. It served us well in pre-season. So I think as we go through the sides, we're going to play with Matty Sarkic in goal. I think here at right back, we are going to go with Danny Mack first game. Centre halves, pretty easy. We're going to go with Tango and Coops. Left back, Joe Bryan. This is going to be the issue for us here is wide right. I think we're going to have to go with Triple B to start the season, obviously with that Amaku injury. Got some decent form there, as you can see from his last 5 games. He's done well in pre-season, average rating of 7.68. If you can start the season like that, we'll be pretty happy. Ball-winning midfielder, we're going to go with Billy. I think we're going to go with Casper next to him. And then wide left, we're going to go with Negley wide left. Pressing forward, my beloved Tom Bradshaw. It's not going to be him. We are going to go... Oh, this now may change because Ivanovic isn't at full fitness. I think we're going to start with Ivanovic and, of course, target forward of Josh Coburn. Let's just see what we get picked on the bench. I said before, we're going to have to remove Tom Bradshaw from that. We're not going to be playing him where possible, where we have other players available to the team. So this is the lineup for the first game of the season and the first game of this save. Let's see how we get on. Right, kick off in this first game. I'm interested to see how this 4-4-2 goes. So we are playing quite direct, so let's see how we get on. We might change, interesting there actually, that Wrexham are playing the 5-2-2-1. If we'd have played 5 at the back as well, it might have been a bit of a stalemate in this game. So let's see how the 4-4-2 goes. Our first attack in this save didn't start too well there, did it? Danny Mack with the ball into Casper. So that's what we like. This is exactly what we want to see. Josh Coburn. That is the perfect goal for this save. Nice and direct. Get it into the channels. A pretty hopeful ball from Triple B, but Josh Coburn at the back post with a great header. And the Lions go 1-0 up. That is just exactly what we want to see from this save. Josh Coburn is going to score bundles of goals doing that. Looks like Wrexham with their first attack. See how we get on defensively. They've gone pretty direct there. Coops winning that. Ooh, can we break? Billy on the break. Get it wide again. Oh, we love this. Look at this. Triple B. How's he missed? He's done so well there. But again, unbelievable counter-attack from the Lions. Exactly what we want to see in terms of directness. Triple B again. He started really well here. Another ball in the box. Another great opportunity. Mihailo Ivanovic seemed to be pretty disappointed with that one. Well, that's not ideal. Matty Sarkic getting injured first game, so it's going to be a debut for Lukas Jensen. Hopefully his debut on FM is a little bit better than his debut in real life. I'm going to take that though, just looking at the stats. They're going to come up here just before half-time. Done pretty well. We're winning the XG battle. We saw a couple of really good chances for Triple B and for Ivanovic, so we could be 2 or 3-0 up going into half-time, but we'll take it. The goal was exactly what we wanted to see in terms of play style. Pretty happy with that first half. No highlights for Wrexham. I'm going to be pretty harsh here. I'm going to say I didn't like what we saw there. Let's get the players all fired up. Look, very motivated. A couple of nervous players there. Not ideal when it's 2 midfielders, but we fired everyone else up. So let's see if we can get that second goal in the second half. Throw in for the Lions in the attacking third. Joe Bryant, again, that's exactly what we want to see. That ball in the box. Danny Max, Triple B. Triple B's looking lively. Yeah, he could be the answer to our right wing issues, certainly whilst Amaku's injured. We're still going to need to get someone else in. Corner for the Lions. I reckon this is a Jake Cooper goal. Oh, it's Coburn at the back post. Again, we're having really loads of chances here. We really should be 2-0 up, at least. Might have to look to make a sub in a minute. Mihailo's not that fit. He did start under full fitness. We're getting him behind here. What a save that is. We are absolutely battering them here. I'm conscious, though, we do need this second goal. We are going to make that sub I mentioned. It looks like it's going to have to be Nisbet. Nisbet even coming in for that pressing forward position. See how everyone else is getting on. Might look to change Billy at some point. Might get Ryan Leonard into that ball winning position. In fact, we're going to do that now. Couple of subs. See if we can get this second goal. Really good first game of the season though. Really good performance so far. Needs to be a bit more clinical in front of goal, I feel. Tango on the ball. That's what we love to see. A little bit aimless that one, but that directness. We want to get them turned. Wrexham playing some decent stuff around the back here. We don't mind them playing there though. See if we can nick it. Oh, they're in behind there. This is what I mean. We need to take our chances. Easy save in the end for Jensen. 10 minutes left. Can we hang on or get that second goal? So we've pretty much won the XG battle. We've won everything here. Passes completed. Dominated possession. See if we can hang on. First league win for the Lions in this save. Pretty happy with that. As I keep saying, we had pretty much all the chances. I think the Wrexham only had one highlight. Should have been at least 2 or 3-0 really. Josh Coburn missed a couple of chances. Mihailo missed a good one. Triple B had a couple as well. But a pretty solid first game of the season. And we'll certainly take 3 points on the road for this promotion charge. And just in real life, I'm going to say it. We're going unbeaten and we're going to win the league with this direct 4-4-2 tactic. So let's give them a nice work and give them a lift. Oh, that is not ideal. So Matty Sarkic is out for 5 to 8 weeks. So Jensen is going to be our man for the next 5 to 8 weeks. I think Max Crocombe is injured as well. So that is not ideal. Again, just for the benefit of speeding up the episodes, I'm not going to be doing press conferences. I'm just going to fly through them with a positive response. If we lose, I'll send my assistant, but if we win, I'll just do positive responses just to fly through the episodes as quickly as we can. I'm going to play Colchester off camera. I don't think anyone's going to be bothered about the Carabao Cup. I'm going to make some changes as well for that. So I'm going to play that off camera and we will come back for the first home game of the season, which is against Hull. So in between games here, we've got a couple of days till the Colchester game. I did say we would have a look at who is available for us to bring in and see if there is anyone. Oh, John Swift. I mean, I don't know where I'd play him, but he's a really decent player. On free transfer, someone that we could probably fit in there. We definitely don't need another central midfielder. If we play that slightly more aggressive one, we could get him high up the pitch. He is an out-and-out 10 though, but he would be someone I would definitely be looking to sign. Johannes Eggstein. Pretty versatile in terms of position, can play up top. 25. I mean, Antwerp signing for 1.7 million. Let's offer him a trial, see if he's interested in that. See if he wants to join us. See who else we've got on this list. Joe Geldhart on loan. Potentially, actually, that's what we're going to do. Let's have a quick look at the loan market and see if there is anyone available for us. Nathan Broadhead. Again, if we were just playing that 4-2-3-1, I'd definitely be getting him in. He might be someone, he just can't play right midfield. It's a little bit annoying. Oliver Cooper from Swansea. He's definitely more of a central midfielder. He can play wide. He's got okay physicals, decent pace. Yeah, he could be someone we look just to get in for a bit of cover. I know we've got Femi. Who have we got down here? AJ Bridge. Yeah, he'd be someone I'd probably look to sign rather than get in on loan, but we're going to leave that for the minute. So, yeah, we're really struggling here in terms of getting someone in on that right-hand side. Let's see if there's anyone transfer listed as well. See if we can pick someone up there. It's always worth just having a look here because you can sometimes get some good signings like this fella. I don't know anything about him, but he's coming from Atalanta. 24, pretty decent value there. That would definitely go up after you sign him. He's another target forward though at 5'10", not the sort of target forward we'd be looking for. Josh Bowler. Shall we see if Notts Forest want to loan him to us? So this could be something we look at. No loan fee, £9,000 a week. I'm actually going to see if we can get him in on loan. He looks like he could be pretty versatile for us. He's got very decent physicals for the Championship, can play either wing for us and can play further up. So if we do decide to play that 5-2-3-1, he can fit in that formation as well. So, yeah, I think that could be a good sign if we could get him in. Good Championship player, potential there. I know we're not really going to worry about that. Where's he been? Played for Blackpool in 22-23. Again, Forest signed him for 4 million, so could be a fairly decent player. But yeah, if we can get him in, I think that'd be a good bit of loan, a good loan move for us there. Although consistency isn't his strong point. But yeah, I think it'd be a pretty decent loan signing for us. But I know we said we'd look to sign under 23s, but he really could be someone that we look to get in. Again, he is quite versatile, so he could play in that winger position for us as well. Not the quickest, though, still not bad for the Championship. With us not playing Tom Bradshaw as well, we have only really got Nisbet on the bench. And Mackey, obviously, when he comes back, can fit in there. So let's just see what his availability is with his agent. It's £16,000. If we could get that down. Let's see if we can get that down. See, he doesn't want to budge on that. If we have got potential here, so we've got 9. We need to get at least £9,000 into the wage budget for Josh Bowler, who I'm expecting to sign. What happens if we move that all the way down? Where was it for? See, we're just not going to be able to get both of those guys in. Bowler, I think, would be better for us, though I would rather sign someone permanently if we can. Yeah, I just don't think we're going to be able to sign both of those guys unless we lose someone. Right then, guys, as I said, played the Colchester game off camera. It took a 94th minute winner from Josh Coburn for us to win. We did pretty much dominate the game. Actually, just to show you the stats. Again, pretty much dominated, but we did dominate. Again, won the XG battle. This might become a little bit of a problem. We had quite a few chances, just didn't stick them away. They then scored. We couldn't break them down again. We had to make a lot of changes. As you can see here from the side, I made quite a few to the starting lineup. Brad has had to come on. We didn't have anyone else to bring on with the injuries we've currently got. But yeah, to the 94th minute, Josh Coburn goal for us to progress to the next round. We will go through to that whole game now, as I said. Right then, lads, this is good news just before the whole game. So Josh Bowler has agreed to join the club, rejected a move from Coventry. So we have got Josh Bowler in until the end of the season. He'll be going straight into the side today. We'll get him registered for the squad. Let's make sure Coops welcomes him to the club. Heads up about Aziz. Femi doesn't seem himself at the minute. Something about Josh Bowler joining. Let's tell Femi to shut up and get on with it. Right then, so second game of the season, first home game of the season for the Lions against Hull. Let's have a look and see what we need to do. I did make changes in that last game against Colchester, like I said. So we are going to go with Lukas Jensen in goal, Danny Mack again at right back, Tango and Coops, Joe Bryan left back. See, Bowler's he's lacking match fitness, but I think we had to play Triple B again in that last game. So we are going to start Josh Bowler wide right. Billy, actually, we're going to play Ryan Leonard as the ball-winning midfielder. Deep line playmaker, we're going to go with Casper Denor. Wide left, Negley again, pressing forward. We're going to go with Mihailo and Josh Coburn as that target forward. And then let's just get Bradders off the bench, get Adam Mayer on there. Tristan Kramer is back. I would have thought someone actually didn't look into on the previous shows, but I would have thought he would have been a little bit better. I certainly think with the actual game being released, he's definitely going to be better than this in terms of his stats and attributes. But he has returned and he is on the bench. Dan Kelly's going to get a place on the bench. Femi's injured, so I don't know what we're whinging about in terms of Bowler arriving. But that is going to be the team for the first home game of the season. So just the one addition with Josh Bowler starting. Ryan Leonard starting in front of Billy. A little bit harsh maybe, but we're going to go with that. Let's see how we get on. So one thing I am just going to say before we do start, the first game against Wrexham, I left the game sounds on. I'm going to turn the game sounds off for this one. Please let me know in the comments which one you prefer. No sounds, with sounds. Did have a quick listen in between games to see if it was all right. It didn't actually sound too bad with the sounds on, but please do let me know what you prefer in the comments down below. So I actually didn't commentate through that at all because I was expecting just to be the kickoff highlight, and Hull nearly scored. So not the best of starts, but let's see what we can do here. We're knocking it around the back. Want this to be a little bit more direct. We did try there. We are nicking it back in midfield. Here we go. Here's what we want. Out wide. Josh Coburn, back post. Bang. 1-0 to the Lions. Josh Coburn on fire to start the season. 2-2. Millwall take the lead at home to Hull. See if we can nick it in midfield. We're doing really well here at the press. This 4-4-2 is actually, I mean, so far so good. I've said that, I'm giving it away now. See what Hull can do on the break. Owen behind, a little bit of a 3-on-2. 1-1. Gave it away cheaply there, and then we ended up on a 3-on-2. Not ideal, just as I was saying how good the 4-4-2 was going and the press. 1-1. Goal kick for Hull here. We're always going to win that. Sticking it straight down the throat of Tango and Coops. Always going to win it. So this is where we want to be a little bit more direct. going into Josh Coburn. I don't really want him out there. Now, that's a good ball. Mihailo, his first goal for the club. Really good ball in behind there, actually. I just said I didn't really want Josh Coburn out wide. He actually did really well in holding this up. Got it inside to Brian, and this is a great little dink. Don't know what Egan's doing, but a great finish from Mihailo. Lions back in front after 25 minutes, 2-1 Millwall. I mean, again, I haven't commentated on that. I just thought it was going to be a hopeful ball in. I don't know if Jensen's had a bit of a nightmare there or what has really happened. Let's just watch this replay again. Ryan Giles with the throw-in. They've made 3 passes and they're in on goal. I don't know what Brian's doing at left back. Looks like, I mean, he's stuck it in the far post, but should Jensen have done better there? 6.6 rating, maybe. More interested about what Joe Bryan was up to. But 2-2 going into half-time, it looks like. He says as they get a highlight, and it's 3-2. Oh no, I think we might be saved by the linesman. First thing I did there was have a look, and it looks like we have been. Looked like that was a bit too easy again, though. So we're going in half-time 2-2 again. We're dominating the XG. We're dominating everything again. But probably a soft second goal. I'm going to go with a soft second goal for Hull. Our chances have been good. We need to be a little bit more clinical. Both of our shots on target resulted in goals. So I think we're going to need to do better in front of goal. I'm actually going to try and G the lads up again. So I don't like what I've just seen to getting everyone fired up for the start of this second half. Starting off with a corner. Here we go. Cooper. Ooh. Get in again, Camille. If we get this wide, we've still got loads of people forward. You can see Coburn. I think that's a good chance for Coburn. I think, again, we've got to hit the target there. But, again, in terms of style of football, it's exactly what we want to see. Get it out wide, hanging it up. Josh Coburn at the back post. I think we're going to see a lot of goals like that this year. I'm a little bit worried about how easy it is for Hull, or we've made it look for them at times. They've made a couple of passes. They seem to be in behind us. Again here, we're letting them knock it around. I'm assuming this is going to be a chance for them. We need to try and get in front of them here. Don't mind that, though. Jensen's parried it onto the post. So when I said Lukas Jensen was having a bit of a nightmare, I think he is. His rating's gone down to 6.5 now, but he's nearly pushed that in the back of the net. Throwing for the Lions deep in our own half. We've got that forward a little bit aimlessly there. Might look to make some changes in a minute, freshen it up. Brian has now headed it back in the path of the whole centre forward. Josh Bryan's on a 7.1. I'm blaming him for the second goal, and I'm definitely blaming him for this. I don't know what he's trying to do. Well, I do know what he's trying to do. He's trying to knock it back to Lukas Jensen. But he's just knocked it into the path of the whole centre forward, who has smashed it in the top corner. We've gone from looking quite comfortable to now being 3-2 behind. And I definitely think it's time to make some subs. Ryan Leonard's not having his best game. He's going to get Billy back in there. Danny's not having his best game, so Wes Harding's going to have to come on. Let's put Adam Mayer wide left instead of Negley and see what we can do. So 3 changes there. We need to do something. I'll be pretty disappointed if we don't come away with anything from this game. Again, the XG, we're miles, well, not miles, but we're in front, whole corner. If we go 4-2 down, this will be gutting. What is Jensen doing? I said in the first game, I really hope he doesn't have a debut like he did in real life. He's having a home debut like he did in real life. He's had an absolute nightmare here. Why has he not just stood there and caught it? He's had an absolute fucking shocker. Well, yeah, we've gone from being 1-0 up, looking pretty good, to now 4-2 down. And I don't quite know how it's happened. Well, we're in behind here. Let's see if we can get one back immediately. Adam Mayer's looking for that back post. Mihailo's hit the post. This is already looking like it's going to be one of those days, I think. But once again, looking at that shot, those shots on target, only 2 from 12 shots. We need to hit the target ball. We've had chances again. Yeah, not ideal for the first home game. And it looks like we'll be heading to our first defeat of the series. No thanks to Lukas Jensen with a 6.1. He's had an absolute Tilsbury there for us. So I'm going to have to dig him out here. Don't know what we've seen from the team. Individuals, you've cost us. He looks stressed now. He should look stressed after that performance. I'm fucking stressed. That brings us to the end of episode 3 in this Millwall save on the 25-26 database. Hope you enjoyed it. As I said on the before the game against Hull there, please do let us know if you prefer the games with sound, without. Total, I had a listen. It sounded like it was all right, but be totally up to you guys. Do let me know in the comments what you would prefer. As I said at the top of the show, please do like, share, and subscribe. Want to try and get this going as much as we can. Send it to a Millwall fan, send it to an FM fan, and we'll see you on the next one.